Today's date is November 3rd, 2014. Our topic is now going to be about conversions, and the objective is to convert units within a measurement system using proportions and unit rates. The essential question you should be able to answer at the end of the notes: how do you convert units within a measurement system? Converting units using proportions and unit rates. You can use rates and proportions to convert both customary, which is our normal feet, miles, yards, inches, and our metric units, which are our millimeters, our grams, our kilometers, our centimeters, our liters. So what you're going to do is use that orange math chart that I gave you at the beginning of the year that should be in your math section of your binder. You're going to use that orange chart to convert from one unit to another within the same measurement system. So that means you'll have to convert from customary to another measurement within the customary unit. You can't go between customary and metric. So we're just going to stay within the same measurement system. So let's look at example 1 problem. What is the weight of a 3-pound human brain in ounces? So the problem's asking us to convert 3 pounds into ounces. So we're going to use a proportion in order to do that. Remember, a proportion is two ratios that are equivalent. So we need to find a ratio on our math chart that will help us go from 3 pounds to ounces. Looking at our math chart, you'll see under weight, 1 pound equals 16 ounces. So this ratio here is going to help us go from 3 pounds to ounces. So this is going to be part of our proportion. This is going to be one part of the ratio in our proportion. So the first step was to find on our math chart which ratio we could use. And we're going to use 16 ounces to 1 pound to convert the pounds to ounces. So now that we found what we're going to use on our math chart, we're going to write the proportion. 16 ounces to 1 pound equals blank ounces to 3 pounds. We don't know how many ounces equals 3 pounds, so that's why we left it a blank. Now that we have our proportion set up, we can now ask ourselves, how do we get from 1 pound to 3 pounds? Well, we multiply by 3. What you do to the bottom of your ratios, you must do to the top. So we're going to multiply the top by 3 as well. So 16 times 3 will give us 48 ounces. So the answer is the weight is 48 ounces. Converting units by using conversion factors, and we've talked about conversion factors. Another way to convert measurements is by using a conversion factor. A conversion factor is a rate comparing two equivalent measurements. So let's look at example problem 2. Elena wants to buy 2 gallons of milk, but can only find quart containers for sale. How many quarts does she need? So I'll read that one more time. Elena wants to buy 2 gallons of milk, but can only find quart containers for sale. How many quarts does she need? Well, she wants to buy 2 gallons, but she can only find quarts. So we're wanting to figure out how many quarts will equal 2 gallons. So our first step is to find the conversion factor. So we're going to write 4 quarts equals 1 gallon. We get this from our math chart, our orange math chart. So the rate would be 4 quarts to 1 gallon. This is also considered a unit rate because we're comparing 4 quarts to 1 unit of gallons. So here we're converting quarts from gallons. We're going to multiply the given measurement by the conversion factor. So we have 2 gallons, which is what we're trying to figure out, and we're going to multiply it to our conversion factor. Our conversion factor is 4 quarts to 1 gallon. What you're going to do when you have it set up like this is you're going to cancel the common units. Well, what units are the same in our multiplication problem? This gallons and this gallon. Since they are common, we can cancel those out. So we'll cross out the gallons, and now we're just left with 2 times 4 over 1. And 4 over 1 equals 4, and 2 times 4 equals 8. And the only unit of measurement that we're left with is quarts. That's the only one that's not crossed out. So our answer is 8 quarts. Here are 5 practice problems I would like for you to complete in your notes. The first 3, you're going to use unit rates to solve. And questions 4 and 5, you'll use the conversion factor to solve. Please make sure you write out the problems, you write out your steps, and you show your process. If you have any questions, please write them down if you're still confused, or put a star by something you want me to explain in class when we do our video debrief. Again, go back, rewatch the video, listen to it again, and work out those practice problems.